Hey, Ted Williams here, back on the downshift board, the pressure board. We're going to show you how to exactly use this board for all your basic key fundamentals to learn how to do those and learn how to get the feeling for those. First of all, just the lateral shift needs to come before a rotational move. So we're just going to get used to the board this way. Then we're going to get used to our weight in our being mainly on the right foot and the right hip over the right ankle. So right now my right hip is over my instep, just over the ankle, and you see the board depressed into the ground. That makes this the pivot point for this to move around. I'm going to push this internal and forward until you feel the board go here. That's the first thing to learn. So just get used to a little bit of movement, your arms going with it. Here, here. So I'm kind of turning and falling towards the target with my back towards the target, turning inward and shifting, and that moves my low point out in front to the target side of the ball and sets me up for the next phase, which is to just go here. But to do that more seamlessly, I want to go here, here, and then go and make that more athletic. So it's not quite here, here, stop, and then try to do something. So here, here, and flow right into it. Lateral, here, here, wait there, here. It's okay to do it slow, and then just try to build that seamless move in there, here, that. Club just even to my body, parallel to my hip line, and just back and forth, and from behind, this is what it looks like. Just getting used to that. Now here you're going to learn a lot about your swing plane and how you transition from an upright swing plane to a shallower swing plane. So we're coming in with that right elbow tucked into the side, and all those great positions are going to happen for us based upon the design of the club head. And how it works on the hands to get them in that position. I'm going to go forward, back. And you can see how upright the club is, and my weight's on that right foot. Now, as I go into a squat and my left heel is up a little bit, as I kind of stomp a little bit on that left heel and start to, you can see how that club shallows. I'm going to do that again. Upright, and my weight's on the right foot, and my left heel is up, and then I'm going to drop it, stomp into my left foot, and go deep into my left hip. And that's where the swing plane changes, right there. And that's what gets the weight forward on this direction. Used to the lateral movement, keep it up, so the club's vertical, got my weight on my right side, up on my left toe, and then I'm going to go into that squat right here, what you need. You can see how those right elbow moves with this, that's the move that you need right there. And then make this more seamless, you can see at some point my body's just going to want to extend and come up. So let's put those motions together. Lateral, going to go vertical, shallow, here. Now ideally on a real golf swing, I wouldn't be exactly how I'd follow through, but that's how you get the idea of going from vertical to shallow. Now let's talk about what that does to the hands. So when I make this move here and go to here, I'm on my right foot, now I'm on my left foot. Okay, here's what the hands are doing. I just stand this way, I don't need to be on the board. My hands are just doing this. They're here, weightless. And that's what my hands are going to do, because my club I'm barely holding on to it. My club falling, it's going to fall behind me, and the toe versus the heel, that kind of flipping force, it won't flip all the way because you have a proper grip on there, but there's a force there that makes the hands lead the club face into the ball for compression. Right? So what that looks like when I get to here, and then I go to here, you can really feel that with the body. I'm going like this. I should be over here on my left side this time. Let me do that again. No, I'm on my left side. On my left side. Okay. Now the hands are going to work like a speedboat, and this is the skier, and the hands are going to go around the body and bring that club into the ball. You can see what the hands are going to be doing here, and then push up and away. My club's going to be squared impact, and then my arm and my club are going to release, and I'm going to take my body over and bring me into the correct balance follow through. Now, a very important fact about impact is that when we get here and here like we're trying to get, remember the club head is what is making the hands do that. It's designed to make your hands do that with a proper grip. So when I get to here, I don't want to keep this angle to the ball. I don't want to hold it. It's a drill, it's a practice drill. It can help you make sure you're learning how to use your legs and your body to transport the arms all the way to the ball instead of hanging back and trying to swipe at the ball just to reach it. So it has its place, but ideally we're here, this is going to have a lot more force on it. This is going to be a lot more looking like this, but we want to start releasing around, this is called P5, or when the club shaft is parallel on the way down. My weight's forward, and I'm going to start releasing that angle so that when I hit the ball, there's still a little bit of angle left in my wrist. My hands are still leading the club face. But then after the ball, a couple inches or 3 inches after the ball, this is going to come in line here, and then the right hand's on there just for weight and mass. So the next drill that I would do is, to make this more realistic, I just do back and forth. Now I've got the club in. Before I was just doing it like this. Now I put the club in. I'm not going to move the club head, just the grip. Okay. Then I'm going to get to this side and drag it. Very important that you drag it as you go lateral. It may not look like this in a golf swing exactly, but this is how we got to learn. When this starts to drag, it has some momentum. And when this starts to pick up momentum from dragging in this direction, when this hip goes this way, it slings the club up. So my lower body is working to sling the club back up there. After it has a head start dragging action of the left hand pushing against the right. And when the left hand pushes against resisting right, the whole body will turn. See? My club is not turning, but my whole body turns, and it drags. And then I send this weight this way. That gets it up here. And then when I fall, into my arm, this drops here. I just turn by going into the squat, it pushes your chest into your upper arm, and that will trip the club. And then send it on this journey here that I just showed you. Then from there we go. So it looks something like this. Move forward a little bit, or wherever. That's good. Yeah. be able to get to the point where you put all those things together, blend them together. Really the best way to practice, to learn how to do it slow and then smooth and then comes fast. Ted Williams signing off. See you on the next video.